of the coins that was requested was GALA, and I think a couple of weeks ago it was one that we have already talked about. And currently, guys, this is a weekly chart just to confirm. It looks like GALA has done not a lot in terms of showing strength. It has done the run of the 300% as we saw from January all the way, sorry, from that was only December 26th, and then it reached its peak in January. So within 4 weeks, this is the move that it made, right? Broke that downtrend, and right now, sorry, if so many cables in the way, I can't see properly what I'm looking at here and on this chart. I hope you can guys see it. So we've marked those levels. We've marked the key ranges where what we are looking at here, guys, is currently GALA broke below the half point, and that support here was definitely one to keep an eye on. It wicked below. It all is in the hands of Bitcoin, and again, corn is one thing to be looking at. Sorry, 2 secs. Bear with me. See this range here? It aligns with the golden pocket of the drop. That support around 2 cents, 2.5 cents. I'm not saying, guys, it's gonna happen, but if you were to get GALA at those discounts, it could be a very good level to buy. I am a little bit on the sidelines with buying some of my assets. I have entered a few. One of them is Cocos. Another one that I've entered was CKB. Another one that I have also bought some of was Rio. But these are coins that I already see have had either very deep corrections. Actually, another one was PYR, or they have been in accumulation range that I'm looking at them in a way that if market was to even drop lower from here, I can see and I understand that, yeah, there's obviously a possibility for lower, but my assumption is I'd rather have a small exposure to them based on their technicals and obviously fundamentals rather than ask for too much of a discount. I just feel like being too greedy. So it just made sense to buy for me some small, depending, like, for instance, Rio would have had a very, very big run. It's corrected already a lot, but I still feel if it was to drop, it's gonna drop a good bit. So I'm only going to get a small amount of PYR. So it is not easy, guys. We can all make mistakes. I have no idea where we're going to go from here. I'm only just assuming, like I was explaining with Bitcoin earlier. I feel asking for the 25k, everybody's waiting for it, unless, of course, guys, we're not taking Black Swan event into consideration, because there's nothing we can do about that. Then sell everything, run for the hills, save whatever you can, protect your capital. But at the same time, I am gauging my risk to reward ratio based on what I know and what I see. So with GALA, um, let's just check, and we always go to the 8 and 21 because it is a very interesting indicator, easy to trade on the long time frame. It we've seen GALA reversed here on the weekly. It tried to do the bullish cross. It's definitely a level to keep in mind for future, guys. It is a key level, 4 cents, around 5 cents. That range, break out of it, and it's going to be the level where GALA will hopefully reach back again, and then we'll be able to fly and come back and climb those steps. I know a lot of people look at charts and they see, oh my god, all-time high. That means, this is going to the moon, and we're going to see a GALA reach all-time high, and that is 54x, right? Well, happy days if this happens, okay? And if you had bought the bottom here and you're holding all that time, but then why wouldn't you be paying yourself from here to here, doing that 300 3x, and not at least taking the initial out so you can rebuy again lower, because then you're getting a bigger bag, right? And yeah, you're gonna again make more money. That is when we reverse. This is, once again, guys, weekly chart. So I want you to just remember those take time to play out. Another indicator I always look at as well is VIP alpha. Currently we are in the track line that is marking orange, but we're seeing red dots. If GALA comes here to some bit of side action, I have that range here marked at about 2.5 cents. It is still a big drop all the way down to the bottom. And let's mark this area here as well for you guys. Just remember, I always say, don't be too greedy when it comes to bottoms or the tops. Because I get it, you've seen it happen as well, that price will go higher than you sold, or will drop lower where you bought. But if you approach it in a more rational way, knowing that catching the bottom or the top is impossible, and most of the time people waiting for those extreme discounts won't get them, because it's like somebody is here to make money, and why would it be you? Outsmart the smart people that are making money. Try and do that. So outsmarting for me means buying small amounts here and there, instead of buying everything at once and thinking, well, I've got it. You're not a hero if you didn't catch it and you're not making money. So GALA, guys, if I was to start looking for buys, I probably would wait. Why? Because I want to see more bottom structure. On the weekly, it's just a bit of a safer. This was fair enough. We've had a bit of a bottom being formed here, right? It was a side action and we lost it. We've lost it. Market just dumped here, but that V reversal, right? At least I would like to see on the daily. On the daily, a little bit more green. I have this indicator. It shows very nicely bottoms, reversals, and then how lovely the green came to play. Just notice how the candles are. You can't see. Sorry, guys. You can see how the candles are red. Reversal wasn't confirmed. Now we're seeing bottom, and the candles starting to have the green outline. Now, this doesn't have to be the only indicator. I know this is a paid indicator, but it's amazing. But also you can use 8 and 21, and that on the daily has shown showed you some bit of reversal based on how it started to close the candles above the 8 EMA. And then when the cross happened, it was obviously this amazing pump. It retested the 8 EMA, and then the bottom EMA, which is 21, cross bullish. We've had that amazing move. So start kind of looking at these things in terms of finding the bottom. In here, that's what I would like at least to see, where we are actually closing green candles above the 28, and hopefully the 8 EMA, and then the 21 is coming a little bit closer. See, this definitely did look but that's something you have to take into consideration, guys. It was looking like a nice bottom. It failed, but then your stop losses, then your risk management, all that has to be taken into consideration. You know, are you you're seeing this lose the key level? It dropped. It was not confirming that bullish cross. It was not coming to the level where, you know, you were seeing that strength. Take that into consideration. Learn to spot these things. Be ruthless when it comes to your investment. No hostages when it comes to bags. Holding, and then, unless you were prepared for that drop, you know, happy days, because it reversed nearly immediately. And then, you know, but how many people have obviously sold around here, seeing it came back, okay, at least I'm getting out of here, at least you know, I have my initial whatever, my investment out, I'm at zero, and then they missed out on that pump. So a lot to take into consideration, but I would be waiting for GALA for a little bit more confirmation in terms of the bottom. It is doing something, but give us a little bit more side action. I'd be thinking it might even come back down again to this level and buy between those ranges. This would be for me an interesting area between 3 cents and 2.5 cents. Think about starting to buy around this area. If you have already exposure to GALA, sometimes reducing isn't a bad idea. But also, when I talk like this, usually the market reverses. So there you go, guys. Do with it as you may. Moving on, this is GALA, guys. The key, the area of interest would be for me in between 3 to 2.5 cents. Try and get a little bit of more. It's looking like it wants to do something, but it's also, again, one more thing I want to say here and pinpoint. It's not bad to get in on the confirmation of a reversal. Don't be greedy. Don't try and catch that bottom. Don't try and catch that top. If you're lucky to sell it or buy it at the very, very bottom, happy days. But don't forget to pay yourself when you've done that, okay? Remember, it's your money.